Hello you guys, welcome back to the vlog. Today is Monday and I thought we could spend a couple of days together. Right now I have just been reading, I'm getting ready for work now, but I was reading this morning The Secret History by Donna Tartt. You guys probably saw in the last vlog that I just picked this up from the bookstore, and for some reason, something about this book, I wanted to read it as a physical copy. I don't really know why that is, but very excited about it. Actually, my sister recently gave me one of those like blind date with a book things, and it came with this little set of like sticky, what do you call these? Sticky tabs. So I thought that like certain little pieces of this book I could tab, which would be really fun. I've never really highlighted or tabbed in a book before, unless it was like a specific memoir or something like that. But anyway, excited about that. And yeah, we're just starting the workday. I made some goals for myself and I'm crossing my fingers that by like verbalizing these things, I will actually do them, because I feel like sometimes when I make goals for myself, like in my head, I have more of the ability to just like not do them. But if I verbalize them to you guys, then I am more likely to actually execute. So goals for myself this week are, I want to work out, ideally every day, but like it doesn't have to be intense, just moving my body, going on a walk, something along those lines, doing a HIIT workout, doing a run, like anything, truly anything. I just want to actually move my body because I feel like I haven't in a really long time. I feel like I've had a couple of busy weeks, I've had a couple of bad days, and I'm just like letting it get to me, and I need to just move forward and move past that. I also want to drink at least 64 ounces of water, which should be doable, but this water bottle is 40 ounces, and for some reason once I finish this, I like just don't drink any more water. Ideally, I drink 64 ounces at minimum because I feel like that's like the least amount of water that I need. I also want to get back into studying for my class. I haven't really been doing it lately, and I wanted to finish the class by the end of the year, so I have plenty of time to do that, because right now for me it is, what's today's date? November 10th. So I have like about 2 months, just under 2 months. I really want to get this class done, and I know that I can do it. I just like other things sound more interesting. Those are the main things that I want to do. I also want to just like focus on eating healthier this week, but mostly I want to just move my body and like feel like I'm nourishing my body, so like choosing healthier things to eat, and those are the plans for this week so far. So I'm gonna get online now. It's like 5 minutes until one of my meetings, so just going to check my email, make sure that there's nothing that's, you know, pending or anything like that, and we'll spend a few days together. All right, it's about 11:30 and I think I'm going to make myself some lunch. I have a bunch of leftovers, and I was originally going to make myself like a peanut butter toast or something like that, but instead I made myself a ton of pasta last night, so I'm gonna have this for lunch today, and I have one more of these containers for lunch tomorrow because I'm going into the office tomorrow. Today is actually a pretty slow day, which I could use. I had a slow day on Friday too, so it's kind of nice when like Mondays and Fridays are your slower days, and then like Tuesday through Thursday are like when you have more of your meetings. I personally at least really enjoy that. Today is definitely a slower day. I've been also doing some reading, like I was telling you guys. Now that it's my lunch break, well, it's a little early for my lunch break, but I'm really hungry, so I'm just gonna take my lunch break now, but I'm going to continue reading. I'm officially like 30 pages into the book, so I'm not very far. I'm actually still on chapter 1 because the chapters are very long. Like the first chapter is, I think, yeah, 45 pages. So that's a pretty long chapter, but I'm really liking it so far, and I am intrigued. It's keeping my interest, and it's making me like want to pick it up, if that makes sense. Whereas like some books I'm just like not wanting to pick up as I'm reading it. Does that make any sense? So I'm excited that I'm like intrigued and like want to pick it up, and it's not like intimidating or boring or anything like that. I'm gonna give it a little mix, and I'm gonna put it in the microwave for like 30 more seconds, and then I think I'm going to go eat, read my book for a little bit, and yeah, enjoy a little bit of a lunch break. Do I need another coffee? Probably no. But do I want another coffee? Definitely yes. But I'm just gonna make myself a latte right now. Like I was saying earlier, it's a little bit of a slow day, so I'm kind of trying to take advantage of that as much as possible. I think now that I've had some food for my lunch, I'm going to let myself kind of settle for a little bit, like digest. And then I'm going to, I think I'm gonna do a HIIT workout today. I haven't done a HIIT workout in far too long, and I think that could be a really nice way to set up my week. I think Tuesdays are really hard for me now that I go into the office, because even though we have a gym in the office, like motivating myself to go after work has been really tough. And so I'm kind of debating, like maybe we have like showers and stuff there. Maybe I should go to work early, and then that way I beat traffic and I can get a workout in, because I could do like a run or something like that. So I think I'm gonna aim to do something along those lines. And then on top of it, it's actually kind of nice because if I were to do that, then since my exercise would be over and done done with, I could like go to work in my workout clothes, and then I could just like have a gym bag and my work bag, if that makes any sense, because I hate bringing all of my stuff in one bag. Like it just makes the bag so heavy and so cumbersome, and then like half the time I don't even go to the gym. Having 2 separate bags could be kind of nice because I could go to the gym, go back to my car to swap out my stuff, and then go to work after. I think I may do something like that. We got our coffee. I'm gonna go back into the office, work for a little bit longer because I didn't take a lunch break, if that makes any sense. I just like had my lunch while sitting at my desk. I thought I was going to do the lunch break early, but I had a few things that I needed to actually tackle. So I'm gonna go back to my desk for a little bit, and then I think I'm going to take a proper lunch break at like 12:30. So cheers, and let's get back to work. You guys, it is so warm out. Oh my gosh. I'm holding this coffee so precariously. I don't know why I'm doing that to myself, but it is so warm out. It is 86 degrees. Like that's crazy. It's especially crazy because on like Thursday, I think we're gonna get like an inch or 2 of rain, something crazy like that. And it's only gonna be 65. I'm excited for a little bit of rain, honestly. But I think I'm gonna sit outside. It's 1:30 now, and I wanted to take my lunch break officially because I've just been sitting at my computer and my desk all day. I feel like the day is passing by really fast despite not having many things to do today at work. So I'm gonna sit outside for a little bit, and I'm going to enjoy some sun while we have it. I feel like when I know that it's going to rain soon, I like to enjoy the weather while I can. But if I know that it's like peak summer and it's just gonna be sunny for like months on end, I just don't enjoy it as much for some reason. Tell me if you guys are the same way. It's like perfect temperature where wearing the short sleeve feels like I'm wearing a cozy blanket or like a sweater because the weather is just so warm. So let's read for a little bit, enjoy our lunch break, and then I'll get back to work probably around like 2:30ish. Okay, it is a lot later, and do you remember how I was saying like, oh, I want to be good and I want to work out more and I want to move my body and I want to eat healthier? Well, I ordered Taco Bell, and here's my plan right now. So I'm gonna go get Taco Bell, I'm gonna relax, and I'm going to like watch some TV, kind of lounge a little bit. Then I'm going to work on some editing and some classwork, and then I'm going to do a walk on the treadmill. I'm gonna head off, I'm gonna go pick up my food because I did like a online pickup order, and then we just got back from our walk too. It looks like it's like 9 p.m. but actually it's like 5. So let's go pick up our food and have a little evening. I'm trying to do more in the evenings instead of just like wasting it away, because now that it's so dark, it feels like it's literally 5:30. I feel like I should be doing more than what I've been doing lately. So even though we're getting Taco Bell, we're still gonna have some healthy habits tonight. Right as I was leaving the house, Ryan came home and he decided he actually wants Taco Bell with me. So he also just ordered, and I'm about to check out. We're gonna go pick it up together, and then maybe we'll watch some TV together, and then we'll do our productive things. I think that's the new plan. No, but I have a mobile order for Jessica. Thank you. We actually got the same exact order except different drink.
Is that Pepsi?
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Have a nice day.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.
Hello you guys. Oh my gosh, it has been so long since I last talked to you guys, and unfortunately I didn't get any of the movement I wanted to get in tonight. It didn't happen. That being said, I studied, I did my video editing, and I drank my water. So I did do 3 of the 4 things that I think I said. Did I say something else? I don't think so. I think that was it. So that's success, I suppose. I did wish that I would have gotten movement in, but that's okay. We're gonna be better at some point. You can't do everything in one day. It's already 9:50, pretty late for me because I usually go to bed at 9. So I'm up past my bedtime, and I think I need to head off to bed now. So I'm gonna let my video upload so that I don't have to think about it tomorrow. I'm gonna start getting ready for bed. I think I'm gonna read some more of my book while I go to bed. And tomorrow is an in-office day. So we'll see how the in-office day goes, but otherwise I think I'm just gonna see you guys tomorrow. Hello you guys, look at my hair. This is crazy. I had my hair in a ponytail a second ago and I just took it out. I am back from work. I had an in-office day today, and it was actually a little bit more enjoyable than, not that they're ever not enjoyable. I don't love the drive or the commute to work, but once I'm there, it's no biggie. But today we had 2 extra people at the office, which just like made it more fun. Normally, 2 of my best friends are people that I met actually actually through work. So normally it's actually just like us three, which is always a really, really fun time. But sometimes that in a weird way feels more pointless because I'm on any given day going to talk to those girls, and we in theory could like work together at one of our houses. So it always kind of felt like I wasn't seeing anyone that I wouldn't normally communicate with on a daily basis. But when other people come in, it's extra fun because then I get to actually have FaceTime with them. So anyway, what's the matter? He's crying at something. I don't know what's going on. It's about 6 o'clock now. It took me about an hour to drive home today. I feel like that's been pretty consistent lately, but also today was a holiday. So I don't know if it was, it was definitely better in the morning, but I don't know if it was any better in the evening. Let's go see what P's crying at. And then I think what I want to do tonight is do a bunch of reading because I'm really into my book right now, which is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. What are you crying for? Show me. What? No, we don't need the fridge. Baby, we don't need that. Come on, let's go get cuddly. Okay, he was just crying because he wants something from the fridge, but he doesn't need anything because he already got something when we came home. Just grabbing my book. Today at work was actually a pretty productive day. I had a good time, like not only seeing additional coworkers, but also just like the day that I had. It kind of was a lull at a point where I was like, I have nothing to do. But you know, when like you're so bored that you start doing the tasks that you've been putting off for a really long time, that's exactly what ended up happening with my day. I ended up being very, very productive. But let's get to some reading. I wanted to get through a good chunk of this book tonight. I don't know how much I'm gonna actually get through because this book is just, I don't know, I don't want to say that it's dense because the content itself isn't, but the pages are like, the font is tiny. I think you can tell by this, but the font is so small in here. But I've been really, really enjoying it and really wanting to continue reading, so that's a really good sign. So let's get to it and we'll see what else we got up to tonight. I think I'm just going to keep it really casual today because I think maybe tomorrow Ryan and I are going to try to have a little dinner date. We'll see if that's still the plan, but we have it on our calendar at minimum. Hello you guys, happy Wednesday. I cannot believe that the week is going by so fast. I think now that I have my in-office days on Tuesdays, it feels like, I don't know, like when I had my in-office days on Thursdays, it felt like the week was a little bit slower because I was anticipating the in-office day like all week. And now that it's on Tuesdays, I keep signing on thinking it's Thursday, but then I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I missed a day. It's kind of weird. I feel like I also probably didn't update you guys yesterday because I barely talked at all yesterday, but I ended up doing a workout in the morning, which was so nice. I woke up around like 5, and then by like 5:30 I felt like I was fully awake. So then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna like get the workout out of the way. I did not end up going into the office to do the workout because I just decided to do a HIIT workout at home, but I did not do my studying. I did this morning pull up my class, and actually let me just check. I wrote notes on where I landed on section 2 module 11. My purpose, oh, somebody's calling me, give me a sec. Okay, it's been like an hour now. Somebody called me at work and then I ended up chatting with them and, you know, whatever. But anyway, I think all I was going to say, because I kind of forgot what I was exactly saying, I pulled up my class so that I can have one less barrier to entry, if that makes sense. So I'll be able to do some of my class like on my lunch break, flip back over to work, after work, flip back over to my class. And like the more that I keep these tabs open, the easier it'll be to quickly switch over to them. So going to do that soon because I really, really want to get to more of this class. But anyway, it's like 11:15 right now. I have a little bit of work to do until my lunch break around, I think probably 12:30. Let's see. Actually, my lunch won't be until 1 because I have one-on-one at 12:30. And then after lunch, I have nothing on the calendar, which is really nice. So it will be a pretty easygoing rest of the day. You guys, it's like 6 o'clock. Apparently last night a bunch of people could see the northern lights, which is so cool. If you guys are in a place where you could see the northern lights, let me know, because here I tried so hard but I couldn't really see it. Apparently we would have had to be in like the mountains or the desert because of the amount of light pollution, but this one mountain in LA has like this camera, and so they tried to get it and it was like a big flash of pink, but otherwise it was just like a brighter sky. But I saw some photos from some of my friends in like Chicago and Utah, and oh my god, it was so beautiful. So anyway, hopefully you guys got to see it. I'm just reading this morning. I'm almost halfway through my book actually. I'm really enjoying it. It's a little, I don't want to say dense because I feel like it has like a negative connotation, but it is dense, but I can't put it down. Like, it's so good. So I'm really enjoying that, and I think right now I'm going to make some coffee. My little trick lately has been, since I grind beans, I'll bring it. If I do it in the kitchen, it's just too loud because then I'll wake Ryan up, but I'll bring it here and I'll literally put the thing under the pillow, and there's like a cord right there, and then I can kind of like muffle it. It's a whole thing. Anyway, I'm gonna make some coffee right now and then probably read for a little bit more. I think tonight is when our big ol' storm starts, so I'm so excited. We have an ongoing storm from tonight through Monday night, and then Thursday and Friday of the following week. So like only 2 days are gonna be like maybe kind of sunny, but it's still gonna be chilly, and I'm really excited for it. So it was supposed to originally start today like midday, but it keeps getting shifted, so I'm hopeful that we got a bunch of rain because that's just like what I'm in the mood for. Anyway, let's go make coffee, and I think today's gonna be a good day. I feel like we did some studying yesterday, which felt really good. I wanted to do more, so maybe we'll do some more today. Today I just have 2 meetings, but like right in the morning, which is so nice. 10 and 10:30. It's like perfect, and that's actually all I have. I think I want to go to Target and check out which books are on the buy 2 get 1 free deal, because I do miss reading on my Kindle, but I've been really enjoying having a physical copy again. Kindles have totally replaced physical copies for me, but every now and then, as you guys know, like I typically go to like the library and stuff. There's just something about it and I love it. I could also see which libraries carry the books that I'm looking for too, I suppose, but I think some of them are newer releases, so I don't know if the library will have them, but we'll see. So anyway, that's maybe a little bit of the plan for the day. I don't really know what else we'll do, but I do want to make my coffee now, and then we'll continue our morning of reading. Ignore the fact that I have a hood on. I don't know why in the mornings I love to wear my hood. Just ignore. But I've been really enjoying sitting here, like couch behind my back, and then I have this little table. We don't have a proper coffee table in our house because the way that our layout is kind of weird, and then we also have to have these steps for pee. So between that and then like if there was a coffee table here, the door is this way, so there's like no room to walk into the kitchen. This actually started with my last place. I had seen online someone else had like a really small place, and so they got like some outdoor furniture or something like that. So anyway, this thing is actually from IKEA, and it is technically an outdoor furniture piece, but it's been perfect as like a little mini coffee table of sorts because I can like put things into it. There's like a little, can you see that? There's like a little area so you can put like the remotes, things like that. Anyway, the whole point of saying any of that is that I've been reading my book like this on this table, and it makes me feel like my back, it just feels better. I don't know how else to say it. And then I can get cozy with the blanket still, and you know, be near the couch, or like not in the kitchen per se, but still really cozy. My friend knitted this blanket, and it was the first blanket that she ever attempted knitting, and so there's a lot of like, it's not really finished on the ends, and one side is actually more like taut than the other, so it's not even. And so she had to move unexpectedly, like probably a year or so ago, maybe almost a year. But anyway, she was going to get rid of this because she was just like, oh, I hate it. Like it reminds me of like all of the flaws of this blanket. And I was like, that's crazy. So now I have it, and whenever she comes over, she's like, oh my gosh, the blanket. So it's really fun. Anyway, I'm going to continue reading. It's now 6:30. I have been meaning to go to get labs done. I need to go get like just like routine labs from the doctor, and I've been putting it off, and then every morning I think about it and I've like already had my coffee, so then I'm like, I can't really go get the labs now. I think technically you can if you've just had black coffee, but I don't want anything to be like spiking or anything because my doctor said I don't have to get labs this year, but I have a few concerns with my thyroid, and so that's why she wanted me to get it done. It's just like one of those things that like I take my sips of coffee and then I'm like, oh, I didn't do my labs again. It's been like 3 weeks that I've had the orders, so I need to just do it. Anyway, let's read. Ryan doesn't usually wake up until about 7, so I usually get a little bit of time to myself in the mornings. You guys, I just got out of a meeting. I have a little bit of a break because my second meeting, which was supposed to be actually like right now, got moved. I changed up my desk again. Crazy. Let me actually show you. I basically just took off the monitor, which is something that I constantly do. I like go back and forth, but I kind of like this setup. So this time I left the riser. The reason being is that when I'm not using it, so when I'm using the desk, I can type like this and my computer is at the perfect height so I don't have to like crane my neck and I can see everything. But when I'm done for the day, I can just push this all over here and obviously close my laptop, but I'm currently on like work stuff. And then I have my whole desk available, which this wasn't as much of an option before because since my monitor was here, I just didn't have space to like leave things on top of here. Like it just added more clutter. This feels like I have so much space. I could read here if I wanted to. Like I have my book here and I've been really enjoying reading sitting in like a chair just because it like helps my back and stuff. So anyway, that has been great. It's only been like a few hours like this, so we'll see. Inevitably, I'm sure I'll change it again because I'm just somebody who does that. Here's the other thing I wanted to do. I want to go through my closet because I have been meaning to do this for a while now and I feel like I just am not in tune with my closet anymore. Like a lot of the things that I have, I just don't wear or haven't worn for a really long time, and I think it's finally time. So I'm gonna go get a little trash bag actually, and then we'll go through it really fast. So my goal today is to get rid of the things. Is that a spider? Oh no, it's just a piece of the wood. My goal today is to get rid of the things that have somehow survived previous purges. I have quite a few things that again just don't serve me anymore. I haven't worn in a really long time and I just know I'm not going to, such as this shirt. It's great and all, but I bought it and I basically just never wore it. I have another version of this too actually. And there's a few things that will probably survive this round as well. I don't know. I really just feel like I haven't been into these clothes lately. Here's what I'm telling myself though. I'm going to get rid of these things. And then what I'm going to end up doing is leaving the trash bag just for like a little bit, just to see if I'm like, oh, I really wish I had, I don't know, XYZ thing. And if I wanted it so bad, then I can still pull it. And if I still don't touch it, then it was meant to be donated all along. I feel like I've talked to you guys about doing this for a while now. And finally I was just like, I think I need to do it. Both of these are so good, but this one somehow shrunk on me. It's actually really nice to do this right now where I kind of have like all of my clothes that I actually like currently wear in the laundry because I haven't done my laundry yet this week. And so I can go through everything and see what are the things that I'm like not reaching for at all, because there's a lot of stuff that I just never reach for anymore. And this just makes it a million times easier. I think I also need to make a little section of more formal dresses because I have quite a few formal dresses in here that I just obviously never wear because when am I ever going to something more formal? And I just feel like I don't need it in my permanent closet. Okay, this has lasted so many times, but it's so cute and it pains me to get rid of it. I've literally never worn this before. I think it doesn't have the tags on it, but maybe I'll wear it actually for Thanksgiving. Ryan's mom bought it for me and I just literally never wore it. And now I'm just thinking Thanksgiving would actually be perfect. And then if I don't wear it this Thanksgiving, I'll get rid of it. Let's go through the pants. I tend to have a slightly better pulse on like the bottoms or like pants in general, but I'm sure there's tons of things I can still donate here. This is the pair of pants that pains me the most to get rid of because I'm obsessed with these pants, but they have a hole in them now in a place that it's just not, I can't repair. Honestly, this is crazy how many clothes I'm getting rid of. And I'm sure I could do another pass. I have literally been thinking about doing this for God knows how long. I've been putting it off because I feel really emotionally tied to a lot of the clothes that I own. And I really wish I didn't feel that way. We ended up with an entire trash bag, a whole trash bag full of donations. So that feels really good. I know I need to make another pass, but we're not gonna do that right now. Also, that took like so little time. I don't know why I type it up in my head so much. Well, I just explained because I'm emotional about it. I actually probably need to go through this stuff too. I think a lot of this stuff I've already gone through and I've pretty much whittled down, although I can get rid of this. I got these leggings from the thrift store and they never really fit me quite right. They're one of those like crisscross sets, but yeah, they just don't fit me the best, so I never wear them, so let's get rid of them. I've actually been really wanting to do the same thing for the set of drawers that I have here. I have this set of drawers right next to my desk, and I feel like I could really go through these because I have a lot of really random things in here. Same with like this. I mean, I have stuff that like I definitely want to keep, but I also don't feel like I need everything in there. So maybe we'll go through that next. I feel like I have to, like, for some reason putting those clothes in the bag makes it feel like I've already gotten rid of it when I haven't. So I have to kind of like get over it first. So anyway, I'm gonna do a little bit of work. I have a couple of things to take care of. I have my next meeting like during my lunch break. So I think I'm gonna take an early lunch break and then go into that meeting. Hello you guys, it's a bit later now. It is 8:40 and the rain is supposed to start like any second now. I think it's been kind of like sprinkling here or there, but it's not really started, but I'm just so thrilled. So you guys will see more of me just being excited about the rain probably in like the next vlog, because I think that's when most of the rain is going to happen. I did do my workout. It was a pretty easy workout, but I think that it was kind of nice to do something a little easy, a little different. So I only burned like 100 calories, which like normally if I do an at-home workout, I'm burning like 300 or so at least, but I'm glad that I did it and I did something, and it's still moving my body, getting some movement in general. And I just have to drink this much water, this much, which is like 10 ounces or something like that. And then I will have completed all the things, which again, these are just like lifestyle changes I slowly want to make and just like keep reminding myself about. I know that I'm not going to be perfect when I am initially trying to make these changes like from the get-go. So even just being able to accomplish all of the things that I wanted to do in one day, even though it was only once, that's a huge win for me. And I hope that slowly I continue to choose to make slightly healthier habits, which is just the whole goal of me making these like goals for myself, for lack of a better word. But anyway, I wanted to just thank you guys for being here. I wanted to update you guys because I had mentioned a couple of vlogs ago that I had kind of a bad day, and then I went to the 21 Pilots concert and then it made my like whole week better. And then a couple of vlogs later, I think it was, I had yet another bad day, and I kind of wanted to like just process things on my own first and wait to tell you guys until like I knew how to even like just wrap my head around what was happening. So I have actually been experiencing some pain for a little while, and I guess I just like never really thought much about it. I don't think that in the scenario that I'm in, pain is really typical unless something else is happening. So I'm actually still waiting for answers. But before I get ahead of myself, I eventually just like made my regular physical appointment, and there was a suspicious spot on my body essentially that my doctor wanted me to go get checked out. So I ended up having to make a appointment with the cancer center in my area and get an ultrasound because I'm not eligible for a mammogram at this stage in my life. And I went in for my ultrasound. They said that there's definitely something, but they just like don't really know what it is. And because they can't really tell, they think it's probably benign, but they're not sure. So they want to do more tests. And so I have to wait 6 months to go back. So I've already scheduled my appointment for February. Just do another ultrasound, or if I talk to my doctor and it makes more sense to do a mammogram, then maybe I'll push for that. But yeah, have to do another ultrasound to see if anything has changed. If nothing's changed or nothing's moved or grown or anything, then it's more than likely benign. But that's when I say that I have been experiencing some pain, and I have been for actually like months now, and if not maybe longer, which is kind of bad. But I just kind of thought thought it was normal. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, but typically pain is not something that you experience if you have some kind of lump or tumor or something like that. So I am waiting on a response from my doctor. I've already emailed them because I don't know if I'm supposed to follow up with my PCP or with the cancer center, or like what I do next in this kind of case to get more tests done. Yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on what's going on. And really right now there is no answers. I feel like I'm currently in a space where I feel much better about what's going on, only because I just don't feel so scared. Cancer is something that's run in my family, unfortunately, especially on my mom's side. My mom has like 4 different types of cancers, unfortunately, and had to go through the whole process of chemo when I was in high school. So I'm very familiar with, I don't know, that whole process, like peripherally still. Like I didn't myself experience it, of course, but I sat there with my mom while she did her treatments, and she had to be in chemo treatments for 3-4 days at a time each month. Her chemo was extremely rigorous because by the time we found her cancer, it was stage 4, and she's still with us today, so everything is okay. But she has other tumors that are cancerous, and she is choosing at this stage in her life to not do anything about them because they're either like only stage 1 or stage 2, or you know, she's gone through the chemo process and doesn't want to do it again. It would be different if she were like my age. It's a lot on your body. I think that's honestly what was like scaring me the most, is just like understanding, like I think that a lot of us can conceptualize what chemo is like, but watching it happen and like watching chemo run through my mom's body was such a tough experience. And so thinking about myself going through that and just like all of the side effects with it, and I'm not just talking about like my hair, which is, you know, still a side effect, just like the way that your body feels, just constantly being sick and nauseous and going through early menopause, and just all of these other side effects that like I personally never considered to go along with chemo and cancer until I watched my mom go through it. And she met so many patients who were much younger and like were thinking about freezing their eggs so they still had the potential to have children, and like all of these things that you have to think about. So anyway, I went through every single thing that you can imagine in my head, and that's all just to say that like, you know, there's a chance that this is still just benign and that it's actually nothing and like everything is okay. The pain is what's worrying me the most. Like I don't feel like I should be in the amount of pain that I'm in. Like sometimes it makes me nauseous, sometimes it makes me just like really feel fatigued, sometimes it feels like a shooting pain, and so I'm trying to get answers for that right now. But I don't want to ever like keep things, obviously like there's some personal things that I don't feel comfortable sharing with the internet, but I do feel like at this stage, like I think these things are important, and I think that they're important to share. And so long as I'm going through the motions myself and I'm not being emotional about it and like allowing myself to process things first, I think that these are all things that like, this is half of the reason I even wanted to have a YouTube channel, and why I like to watch YouTube is because we're all just experiencing life together. And yeah, if this is like somebody's sign to finally make that doctor's appointment you've been avoiding, or I don't know, make your physical, or if you haven't gone to the doctor or the dentist or literally anything, make the appointment because you would rather have answers and options sooner, and just take care of your body too. Like I know I'm not the best, trust me, like I should not be on this soapbox right now as somebody who eats McDonald's and Taco Bell all the time, but this is why I'm trying to eat healthier and to think about, you know, what I'm putting into my body, what I'm consuming, whether that's inside of my body, outside of my body, the clothes that we wear, like everything affects us in so many different ways. And I'm just really trying to be more mindful of it, and hopefully this is your sign to just take care of your body. That's all. Like we don't have to be perfect, just like a little bit better, just a tad. So that is all. I know that's a lot, and I know that it's a little heavy, but I'm okay, and I know that I will be okay regardless of anything. Like I'm fine. And it's, again, probably nothing. I think people have these types of scares all the time. It's still scary, and if you're going through one of these types of scares, or you've gone through one of these types of scares, and you keep trying to tell yourself, or maybe other people have told you like, oh, it's nothing, which I've gotten a lot of people telling me like, oh, my sister went through that and it was nothing. Personally, I didn't feel like it helped. I felt like, I'm sure and I'm glad that it was nothing for them, but it still could turn into something for me. And so I think that like allowing people to go through their emotions is appropriate, and everybody processes things differently. But if you are going through something like that, or you've gone through something like that, or your family member has, or your friends or whoever, just know that you're not alone, and I'm thinking of you. That's it. I don't really have anything else to say about it. I don't want to get too sappy. Again, I've processed everything and I'm not really emotional about it at this point, but I'm hopeful for some more answers, and hopefully I can keep you guys updated along the way as well. With that being said, I think that's gonna be the end of this video. I'm apologize for like ending it on such an abrupt note, but it is time for me to start heading off to bed. So I appreciate you guys so much. I also am so sorry if you guys have been hearing the dishwasher in the background. That's probably kind of loud, so sorry. But I really do appreciate you, and I'm so grateful for this community and any of the new subscribers that we've been getting along the way. I know that like I've been talking with you guys in the comments for years at this point, but if anybody is new here, feel free to leave a comment down below too. I love talking with you all in the comments. Like that's like one of my favorite parts about this. So thank you guys again. I really do feel so grateful for each and every one of you. And that's all I have. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.